Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet in regular session on March the 29th, 2022, 10 a.m. The Commissioners Courtroom, County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is invocation pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag, and I'll lead those. Father, I want to thank you for your love and your mercy. I want to thank you, Father, for that in spite of all the problems that we're having, not only in our country but across the world, that we still live in the greatest country that's ever been put together. Father, I want to pray for our first responders, our law enforcement. It's a time, Father, that's it's a dangerous time for all. We know of the fires that they're having out in the hill country in the West Texas and the issues they're having out there. Father, I pray with you be with them and maybe send rain their direction to calm that down. Be with us this morning, Father, as we do the business for the county. Ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On honor the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input or concerns. Hearing none, we will consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 15. Number 3 is approval of the appointment and reappointment of the following Homeland Security Advisory Committee. Term of appointment is April 1, 2022 to March 31st, 2023.
Move approval A through P.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 4 is approval of the appointments to the following Animal Shelter Advisory Committee.
Move approval.
A through G.
Second.
Motion made, seconded to approve A through G. Discussion.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is a request from Constable Precinct 3 for payment authorization to Armstrong Forensic Laboratory in the amount of $309 for drug screening. Purchase order was not obtained in advance.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is request from District Attorney's Office for payment authorization to Crash Dynamics in the amount of $12,025.64 for an expert witness in a criminal felony case. Purchase order was not obtained in advance.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
12,000, I'm sure they didn't testify, but maybe an hour, and I'm stretching.
Well, they probably had to pay his hotel and
Oh, I'm
airfare.
sure. What hotel for 12,000?
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval of property renewal with Texas Association of Counties. Property renewal includes building, mobile equipment, and fine arts. Property renewal coverage will be July 1st, 2022 to July 1st, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is renewal of contract 22-121R concession services for Expo with G&N Concessions.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. I actually ate a hamburger out there from G&N this past weekend. It was really pretty good, you know.
Oh, good.
I think they're doing us a good job.
Oh,
That's
good.
good.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of contract CIP 22-634 for election services with Texas Voting System, Inc. For May 7, 2022 special election.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. I mean, I don't know that it makes any difference now, but I think I heard on this morning that James Edge was the only candidate, so there won't be an election on May 7th. So, but I guess we'll pass this. If we don't need it, we'll.
Right.
Yeah, well, won't there still be the constitutional?
Yeah, but not May
amendments?
7th. I think that's,
The 24th.
I think, or is it May
I
7th?
thought they were the 7th, but I'm not
Maybe
sure.
it is, but I don't think the runoff isn't, that's a different day. You're
It's the
probably right.
24th.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So anyway, it's good that we approved it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No opposition, it carries. Number 10 is acceptance of special warranty deed from James Alvin Teague, Lovey Deanne League, Burnell Teague, Walton, Linda Ruth Teague, Dominguez, and Minnie Pearl Green Adams for .05 acres of land to be used for improvements to Farrell Creek Road, sites located in Precinct 2.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is consider and take action on the Apache Corporation utility permit to install a temporary 8-inch flat hose and a 4-inch poly line along the right-of-way of Whedon Loop, a distance of 1,825 feet, sites located in Precinct 2.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A through H.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve A through H. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is budget amendments. Budget amendments FY 21/22, 25.1 through 25.4.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is personnel change status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve A and B. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is payment of claims. Claims to be paid by Brazos County, claim number 8114181 through claim number 8114339, and claim number 9004560 through claim number 9004594.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is an acknowledgement of the FY 2021-22 budgeted actuals by funds as of March 23rd, 2022. Number 17 is acknowledgement of the reports submitted March of 2022. And 18 is juvenile director's report on detention population. Linda.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 23 juveniles in detention, 19 males, 4 females, 5 in medical isolation per our protocol, and 41 on electronic monitors, and no positive cases.
All right.
Great.
Number 19, Sheriff's report on inmate population. Sheriff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
596 in custody today, 510 men, 86 women. We have 66 currently on electronic monitoring, and we have 10 pending.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff. Number 20 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics.
Judge, I apologize for having so many. I'm going to sound like a candidate or something, but wanted to say that we had our youth livestock show and sale out at the Expo Center over the weekend. Well, job well done on all part there. Also, I wanted to tip a hat and a thank you to Chief Paul Martinez with our Sheriff's Department. I got a call from a citizen, I believe it was on Friday night, and I wasn't sure that it was a 911 call, and he allowed me to call him personally, and he took over the situation and sent a car out there and actually found an incident out there on Democrat. So I wanted to thank him very much for going above and beyond on that. The other thing I wanted to mention, Judge, I sat in on a meeting with Road and Bridge and citizens yesterday evening regarding traffic problems and speeding problems and accidents going into backyards out in Elmo-Whedon Road area. And Road and Bridge Department is actually set up and is going to do a test case for traffic calming in our county. And I was so pleased to find out that our county engineer is actually an expert in that area. And we're actually we've already run the initial test to get an answer to the thing. We'll actually do some work out there, and then they'll go back and test again and see if the traffic calming works. So I just suggest to the court if they wanted a briefing from Road and Bridge. It's very interesting, and if that works, we may use it in other parts of the county to slow traffic down and make things safer for us. And then the last thing, Judge, I wanted to ask if you and the court would consider, we're not moving fast enough for my liking on this Wi-Fi and broadband issue. And I was wondering if the court would consider, and you also, maybe a citizens panel, possibly including a COG and some of our local providers, but some citizens, if we could possibly look at some sites that the county could afford to run fiber optic to, and then do a tower there. Maybe we could lease that to some of our local providers. So I didn't know if you would consider that, but I just asked if we could talk about it at some point.
Okay. All right.
And Judge, I just once again, thank you for indulging me a couple of minutes this morning. Every time I drive to Houston, even though it's 5:30 in the morning when we leave here, when I'm in Houston, I'm so glad that I live in Brazos County.
I don't know how you get there and then get back and it come anywhere close to on time, so.
But I have good drivers.
Okay. Any other announcement of interest items? Then call for citizens input, and I think speaking of Wi-Fi, Jimbo's, Brazos Wi-Fi.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Thank y'all for the opportunity to come visit with y'all. It's been 10 months since we first visited to discuss broadband. Time flies, I'm telling you. In that time, Brazos Wi-Fi has added 35 miles of rural fiber, with 20 miles of that being in Brazos County. And that works out to be about $990,000 worth of investment that we've made in the county in about 10 months. Today, overall, if y'all look at your little maps I've got there, we've got 58 miles of fiber we've built on our own dime. And that covers around 997 parcels in our county. Now, that is great because it covers a lot of the population, but we run into problems where we have pockets of population that are further out that make the balance sheet doesn't quite work. So in early February, we presented 2 applications for ARPA funds to build fiber internet to 2 schools, one being Still Creek Academy and one being the KOR school on Elma Wheaton. Both of those schools do good stuff for kids that need it, and they are in rural areas, so they don't have traditional broadband opportunities like we do for in-town schools. These applications totaled $270,000, and they would bring internet to the schools, but they would also pass an additional 230 parcels, and we'd be able to bring fiber internet to these people. So that represents hundreds of Brazos County residents. Infrastructure assistance via the ARPA funds will make these shovel-ready projects a reality, and we're ready to do them. I know the court doesn't want to pick winners and losers in these ARPA funds and build a monopoly, and I respect that. But I'm concerned that delaying ARPA assistance is not going to pick any winners, but only losers, being the rural area. And that's why I'm here to suggest we move forward. So if y'all have any questions, I'm happy to have them.
Well, in this portion, we can't,
Of course.
have any dialogue. It'd be a violation of the Open Meetings Act. So, but I appreciate you coming in, Jim.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank y'all.
Okay. Any other citizen input and/or concern? Hearing none, we'll adjourn. Thank y'all. Yeah, 1:30 we have a public hearing on the workshop.